Hello everybody and welcome back to Expert Examiner IELTS. My name is Glyn and in this video we're going to do some more IELTS writing task 2 feedback. I know it's not June anymore, but let's have a look anyway. Okay, of course we start by reading the question. Some people say that modern technology has made shopping today easier, while others disagree. Okay, so what do we have here as the general theme? Modern technology, cool. What type of language could we expect? I don't know, apps, internet, online. Has made shopping today easier. What type of language could we expect to see? I don't know, try something on, purchase something, or whatever. Okay, some people say that modern technology has made shopping today easier, while others disagree. Discuss both views and give your opinion. So, classic IELTS. Discuss both views and give your opinion. Very easy to structure this. Introduction. Why do some people agree? Why do some people disagree? And what do you think? Do you agree or disagree? Okay. So, of course, write at least 250 words. First thing I want to do is just check the candidate's word count here. It seems a little bit long. I'd say it's over 300 words. 321, a little long. So we know that you have to write at least 250 words. Just for time, I recommend, when I do these, when I try to do my band 9 essays, I aim for about 300 words. I don't want it more than 300 words. If I'm writing a very simple example just to focus on task response, then I try to do about 250 words. So I think, band 9, 300 words is enough. Anything more, you have to be careful because, you have to manage your time in this. You have 40 minutes to do this task, which is, 40 minutes is quite a lot of time. But all right, so what am I expecting from the introduction here? As we all, I hope you remember, I like to have one general sentence about the topic, right? So in previous generations, people bought what they needed in stores. However, nowadays, more and more people are using the internet to make their purchases, right? That's a nice general statement about shopping online. Then I want to see some reference to the question, and then I want to see the candidate's position. I want the candidate to tell me what they're going to write about, and also, because it's a discuss both sides and give your opinion, I just want to see what the candidate's opinion is, but I don't want them to explain why in the introduction. So let's see if we get that. With the rapid advancement of technology, shopping has become quite interesting. Oh, quite interesting? That's not... So first of all, quite interesting sounds not very academic. And secondly, that's not connected to the task. So I don't know if, the shopping has become quite interesting, but what is relevant to the task is that shopping has become increasingly popular, right? And that makes it topically relevant. The fact that nowadays online shopping is popular, that makes it relevant. But with the rapid advancement of technology, shopping has become quite interesting. I don't like that quite interesting. A few individuals are of the view. I like this. Be of the opinion, be of the view. A few individuals. I don't know if we can say a few. I know that the candidate is trying to substitute some people. They're changing it to a few, but a few sounds like it's, I don't know, less than some, but okay. So just a small problem there. A few individuals are of the view, really like this, are of the view that this modernization, what modernization? You haven't meant, oh, the rapid advancement of technology. Okay, that modernization, maybe. That this modernization has made shopping an easy task, while others claim that it has raised a lot of challenges. I don't know about raised a lot of challenges. It's created a lot of challenges. It's produced a lot of challenges. But I don't know about it has raised a lot of challenges. I don't know, just sounds a little bit off. I believe that purchasing items in this era of technological systems is easier than before. Cool, okay, we get to see the candidate's position. But the era of technological systems as a collocation, that sounds odd. I would never ever expect to hear or to read an L1 user using this era of technological systems. Just sounds strange. in this world of modern technology, perhaps. Era of technological systems just sounds off. But okay, we get to see the candidate's position. I still want to see something like this essay will cover both sides, or in this essay I will speak about the various reasons why people agree and disagree. I'd like to see something like that, but okay. One of the reasons, cool. One of the reasons, good. Signposting language to introduce. One of the reasons people think that shopping is not difficult anymore is because the new tech implementation. So tech is a short form of technology, and it is becoming more and more popular. But I still think in an academic essay, use the full term. Don't use like shortened versions. The new tech implementations, plural, has. So new tech implementations have, or new tech implementation has. I don't know about the new tech. I don't know. The seems incorrect here. New tech implementations has made buying more efficient and effective. Okay, are you going to explain how technology has made buying more efficient and effective? One does not need, yes, you do. Great. And I like this use of this impersonal pronoun. One does not need to stand in lines waiting for cashiers to check them out. So you don't check people out. Check people out is like, looking at someone with a romantic interest. That's to check somebody out. So, yeah, I don't like this. And also this informal phrasal verb to check out. Sounds strange. So how could you change this? I don't know, something like, one does not need to stand... one does not need to wait in line for a long time. That's enough. We don't need to even mention cashiers. I like this use of cashiers, though. It shows topic-specific language. Cool. Sorry, I should change that to red. So I don't like this phrasal verb to check them out. It's just inappropriate here. Modern systems, okay, have allowed self-checkout counters. I don't know if they've allowed. So this is strange. Modern systems have allowed self-checkout counters that makes it much quicker. Okay. So this requires a complete reformulation. Maybe self-checkout counters allow customers to purchase their item without the need for face-to-face cashiers, something like that. Anyway, let's move on. So this whole sentence is confusing, doesn't make grammatical sense, but the idea is generally understandable. Anyway, another aspect, like this signposting language, so one of the and another aspect is that many people do not have to go out to buy anything. The rise of e-commerce platforms has allowed the public to find every item online. Good. Be it bread. I think comma is better than semicolon here. I love this be it. It means whether it is bread or not. Be it bread. Very nice. So this is, high-level grammar. Be it bread and water or clothes and perfumes. In fact, cool. There may be some people who argue that in fact is perhaps a little too informal, but I think it's okay. In fact, a research. Okay, so a research we don't use. Research is an uncountable noun, so we don't use it with a. Some research, okay, I don't know about this use of statistics. So, the instructions given in IELTS is point to experiences from your life or some information that you know. You don't need to rely on statistics here. Like, there's no expectation that a student will walk into IELTS prepared with statistics. And I don't know about making up statistics. So I would recommend not using any statistics, not pointing to any research. Of course, when you study at university level, this is an important thing to do your own research, to present statistics, to support your arguments. But I don't think you need to support your arguments with statistics in IELTS. But let's look at the language. Research in the United States of America has revealed that 60% of shoppers now prefer to browse and purchase items online. Subsequently, good use of subsequently here. Subsequently, many companies have set up online mock-up sections Mock-up sections is good, but mock-up sections, I don't know if that's academic, but okay. Mock-up sections that show people how their item would look like, what their item would look like, how their item would look, but what their item would look like. So you have a small grammatical mistake there. Is it word choice? Is it grammatical mistake? Well, I'll say it's a lexicogrammatical mistake. Okay, on the other hand, good. So we're balancing now. We're balancing. We're going to show the opposite opinion. So this is good signposting. A significant group of people, maybe a significant number of people, but I don't know if they form a group, do they? Claim that this new technological era has only added misery to their shopping. So misery is quite an emotive word. And in academic writing, we want to stay away from overly emotional language. So has only added greater difficulties or more difficulties or added more problems or greater trouble. Those words are not so emotive as misery to their shopping adventures. Again, adventures feels like it's flowery language, it's heightened language. It's almost sarcastic here. Shopping adventures, something you might expect to see in a magazine article, but not in an academic essay. The machines used in shops, beautiful reduced relative clause. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. The machines used in shops often remain under maintenance and can, I don't know about remain under maintenance, often malfunction perhaps. Malfunction means they don't work properly. So I don't know about this remain under maintenance. Sounds a bit off. And can also be faulty. Okay, remain under maintenance and can also be faulty isn't that? It's not necessarily the same thing. Okay, making it difficult to purchase items. Fine. Another major hardship. I don't know about hardship here. Hardship is usually about like, I don't know. You could have financial hardship or emotional hardship or, personal difficulties. I don't know if we would use hardship to describe mechanical faults in technological devices. So another is good, signposting language moving on, but hardship just feels slightly wrong. I understand that the candidate is trying to use a variety of lexical resource. They're trying to show that they know good language, but I always recommend avoiding taking unnecessary risks. And so if you know that difficulty works and you're not sure of hardship, use difficulty. Anyway, another major hardship is the manipulation and delay schemes that online sellers have started. I don't know what this means, manipulation and delay schemes. So because I don't know what it means, I'm hoping that the candidate will explain this. Online purchases are often delayed or outright cancelled without any genuine reason. Really? For instance, many Indonesians... I don't know why we're focusing on Indonesians. It seems strange. But okay. Many Indonesians complain about undelivered online orders, no refund initiations, and silence from these companies. Okay. So manipulation, delay schemes, does that count? That I guess what the candidate is trying to say here is that there are instances where bogus sellers or fake sellers sell products online but then don't deliver and they don't offer any refund and they just take the money. As a result, many people have no idea where their purchases are. So I don't feel like this point is well explained. I kind of can interpret the idea, but the candidate hasn't done a good job of explaining exactly what they mean here. I have to read it. I have to try to understand what these manipulation and delay schemes are. So, simplify your ideas because that's a difficult idea to understand. Okay, we don't have signposting language at the end here. I want to see in conclusion. It's fine, just write in conclusion, so it's missing here. In conclusion, although there are some hardships, hardships, difficulties, problems, inconveniences maybe, with new technology, such as delays in orders, I am of the opinion, again we get of the belief, of the view, of the opinion, good. I am of the opinion that shopping is much easier is correct, not much more easier. We use more, much more interesting, much more beautiful, much more modern, but much easier. And also, if you're going to use these comparatives, instead of using much, you have a more academic alternative like significantly or considerably. I am of the opinion that shopping is significantly easier, is considerably easier. This is more academic than much easier. Nothing wrong with much easier, but significantly, considerably easier is better. With these new tools, as it saves loads of time. Loads of time is too informal. We don't use loads of in academic writing. For the potential buyer, well, for the buyer, I don't know. It doesn't save time for the buyer. For the potential buyer. It saves time for the buyer. Okay. So there's not really a summary. Well, is there some hardships? This should also. So she summarized the one opinion that there are problems with hardships, but I would like to see maybe a short, snappy summary of the reasons why shopping is easier too. That would be good, and then an original opinion. So yeah, conclusion is a little bit lacking. It's a little bit short. We don't get the signposting language in conclusion, and also one of the sides hasn't been summarized, but we do get the opinion of the candidate, so that's good. Okay, let's have a look at this. Task response. Task response. Unfortunately, I'm only giving a 6 for task response here. Why? Because I think there is a problem with that conclusion, and also body paragraph 2. The idea isn't developed or explained well. There is an attempt at extension, but I don't see that it's relevant extension, really. Okay. Coherence and cohesion. So apart from paragraph 2, everything else is produced in a very coherent way. So the information in general is very easy to understand, apart from body 2. There are lots of cohesive devices. One of the reasons, another. Subsequently, on the other hand, another. Although. Cool. So lots of cohesive tactics here. I also like this be it, which was a way of giving an example there. Instead of saying, like, for example, bread and water, be it. That's a very, very high level cohesive device. So that's good. So because, again, of the cohesion problem in body paragraph 2, I can't say that I'm fully informed. I guess that's about task response. So cohesion, yeah, I think there is enough for a 7 in there. Lexical resource. For me, this is a clear 7. Why? Because there are lots of topic-specific vocabulary, which is very good. Candidate shows a very, very good wide range. The problem is that there isn't a sustained awareness of collocation and style. What do I mean by that? Well, we get some informal language, like loads of time. That's not showing an awareness of style. We get other emotive language like added misery and shopping adventures. And then we also get some strange things like a major hardship, which doesn't sound quite right. Remain under maintenance just doesn't quite sound right in terms of its collocation. So lexical resource 7. Grammatical range and accuracy. There was a mistake in there about like a research, countable nouns. A mistake with articles like the new tech. So just one kind of small mistake. Now, neither of those mistakes causes any misunderstanding. In general, the work is grammatically very accurate, and I think there is a good range of grammar in there. Just want to see if there is enough to award an 8. At the moment, I'm looking towards 7. So there is a nice range of sentences, but will I find some more complex? Can I find some more variety with structures? So let me just put in blue the structures that I really like that could contribute to an 8. So machines used in shops, yes. Be it bread, yes. This is worthy of an 8, but I want to see just a couple more examples to convince me. So let's just go through it. Has become, okay, present perfect, showing some variety, fine, good. Made shopping an easy task. Okay, I believe that. I am of the opinion that, now that is a grammatical structure. It is kind of half vocab, half grammar, but I do like that. As a prepositional phrase, be of the view. So I'm going to make that one blue. Find one more. One does not need to stand in lines waiting. Nice little participle here. That's good. Get some more perfect here. Setup is a good phrasal verb, but you know, should we be using that in academic writing? I don't know. Don't think so. Again, we get some more present perfect. So there's good variety there. Can be faulty. That's good vocab, but we're forgetting about vocab. Make it difficult to do something. Okay, I think in spite of those couple of mistakes, like with comparatives, with articles, I think there is probably enough to award an 8 for grammatical range and accuracy. So that puts this overall score at a 7.0, 6 for task response, 7 for coherence and cohesion, 7 for lexical resource, 8 for grammatical range and accuracy. So things to consider: improve your task response. Don't forget to introduce your conclusion with signposting language, e.g. in conclusion. You know, that's just such an easy thing to do. Make sure that your ideas are simple and easy to understand. You don't get extra points for creating a complex, sophisticated idea. We want clarity. We want to understand things easily. So this idea that, you know, another major hardship is the manipulation and delay schemes that online sellers have started. What manipulation and delay schemes? Please explain this. Now you have a responsibility to explain it. Online purchases are often delayed or outright cancelled without any genuine reason. Really? Does that really happen? You haven't mentioned that it's like fake sellers, or are they real sellers or not real sellers? So your explanation raises questions in my mind that aren't answered. So keep your ideas simple and make sure that you fully explain your ideas. Simple and easy to understand and explained fully. Cool. Next, don't worry about taking, or I'll change that. Don't take so many risks with vocab. Your vocab is already very, very strong. It's noticeable that your vocab is strong without needing to take risks. You don't need to try really hard to produce difficult vocab. You already know a lot of good vocab. So it's a really important skill for all candidates to have when they read, when they check, to ask themselves, am I sure that this vocab works here? Am I sure that this is a natural construction? Is this a translation, a direct translation from my first language? Am I sure that this works in English? And if you're not sure, reformulate it to something that you know is sure. It's always better to have ideas that are clearer, which have slightly lower level language, than fancy impressive language that makes the ideas unclear. So don't take so many risks with your vocab. You know, I think you can improve task response to an 8. That's fine. And so that would boost your score to a 7.5 immediately. You can also boost your coherence. I think overall the candidate has the potential to get an 8 for their writing. I don't think they will get a 9 for their writing, but they certainly have to improve their task response. Okay, so that's all from me. Again, hopefully you found something useful in that analysis. If you'd like a free practice speaking test, please do get in touch, but I don't think I'm taking any more writing tasks for now. But yeah, I'll leave it there. Thank you. Have a wonderful day and see you next time. Bye-bye.